Hello boys and girls, this is the Moonlight Nomad here. So today I'm going to be talking to you about my top games from E3. Now this is not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but this is definitely mine. So without further ado, I'm going to go straight into it. So my number 8 slot is Detroit. Now I'm a big fan of creating your own story, of creating your own consequences, I guess. I'm really looking forward to this. So basically, what we've seen from the trailer, you're an android rebellion, I guess that's the way of saying it. And obviously you've got to try and protect your own kind. I was going to say species, but you're not. Androids are not really a species, are they? More of a kind. So, but yeah, like you can obviously you've got choices, but I feel like you're going to be having a large branch of choices. So there's not going to be just one or two, or maybe even three. I feel like there's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, you get the picture. There's going to be, I wouldn't say infinite, but enough that you can make your own choice with. And obviously, every action has a consequence. I mean, that's the same with anything in life. And I feel, and that's what I really like about games, because obviously I play a lot of games, so I don't really go out, I don't really make decisions, I don't really create choices for myself. So I feel that in a game I can do that, and obviously I don't feel like I'm the only one on this subject, but we won't go into that in this video. So obviously my number 7 is A Way Out. Now I was absolutely blown away by the whole trailer for this. And the fact that the creative director is obviously into films as well, I feel like this game is going to have a lot of story behind it, and the consequences of certain actions will be a lot more dynamic. It's just going to be a great game that I can get online with a friend. No, I said TH in there, but with a friend. And obviously we can go through it together, creating different scenarios and just helping each other get through it. And I feel teamwork is a lot of why I play games, to be honest. I mean, I'm not a very big PvP fan of any kind of game. So like playing with my friends together against an enemy on the computer, it just makes my day, and obviously I like doing that. So moving on swiftly to my number 6, we're going to go for God of War. Now, not having played any of the original ones, I have no background, I guess, for this. I mean, I've watched videos on YouTube of people playing it, but I've never actually played it myself, and it looks like the original ones look great, so I'm really excited for this one. And obviously battling gods again. It's a Norse gods this time, so I'm really looking forward to that. And the gameplay trailer, and the fact that you have your son helping you in battle as well, I feel that that's a difference. And some of the combat looks different from obviously what I've seen from the others as well. And I'm just really looking forward to this, basically. I've no other background for this. I can't base it on any other games other than that. It looks good and I want to play it. Basically, that's what I'm judging this game on. So we'll move on to my number 5, and it's Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, I love the fact it's in Egypt, because Egypt was one of my favourite studies at school. I loved it and I really enjoyed it. So now I get to sort of like live it a little bit, I guess, through the eyes of the assassin. And I'm also really loving the fact that you actually have an eagle vision. Like, you're not relying on your own self, you actually have an eagle that flies overhead that could probably tag enemies, maybe even interfere during battle as well. I don't know, didn't really give that much away, I don't think. So, and I'm really looking forward to that, and I feel that that's a good way of going about it. Yeah, but I mean, I'm a big fan of Assassin's Creed anyway. I've played all of them. Obviously, number 2 is still my favourite. I'm not going to start a debate on this. Other people will disagree. Other people might agree. But I just felt that number 2 is the best one for me. And obviously, moving on swiftly to my number 4, which is Spider-Man. Now, they announced this last year, and I got really hyped for it then. And obviously now they've brought this year a bit of gameplay trailer now, as well as a trailer. I think there was another trailer. I'm not entirely sure on that one, but we won't go to that. But the gameplay looks incredible. It actually felt more like a Spider-Man with the acrobatics and the dynamics of going through buildings, and the way he just kicked that guy out of the helicopter. I mean, there's nothing cooler, is there, really? And it's got his smart wit as well, which I felt was kind of missing from the last ones because they were based around the film, and I know that this one isn't. This one's completely separate from any film, and I think that's a good way of going about it. And I think that that's going to make the game a lot better, because I've not played a good like movie to game, I guess, and I just feel that this one's going to be a lot different. So we're heading into my top 3 now. My number 3 is going to be Days Gone. Now, I was super hyped for this last year when they announced it at E3. I mean, I'm a big fan of zombies anyway. Well, killing them at least. Not so much like I don't want to go out and like, you know, take them on a date or, you know, hang out with them after work. But I mean, just like go around killing them. I just love that. But this one feels a lot scarier because they can actually keep up this time. Do you know what I mean? They're not quite slow. They're a lot more energetic than probably most zombie games, to be honest. I mean, unless you're playing like Left 4 Dead and other such games. But yeah, and I love the fact that you could use them as a distraction. Like the way he blows up that dam, and it just floods of the zombies just chase away the humans. I feel that's just going to be great. And there was a couple of like zombified animals, I guess was the best way to describe it. I mean, the bear at the end of the video just looked terrifying as hell, and you just know you're in for a tough battle with that. I mean, bears are hard enough to take down in real life, let alone like in a video game where clearly someone's already had a go at it by trying to trap it. So I'm just really looking forward to this. I'm pumped. I just can't wait. So my number 2. Now, this is going to surprise quite a few people, and I'm assuming everyone would have thought that this would be on my number 1. But I'm going to go with Destiny 2. Now, being a vanilla Destiny player like myself, I've thoroughly enjoyed the game for the last 3 years. Obviously, it's had its ups and downs. It's had its slow days, well, slow weeks or months or whatever you want to choose. And there's obviously a lot of hate around the game. Obviously, I can't stand by everything that it's done. It's not a perfect game, not by a long shot, but it doesn't matter to me. I've enjoyed playing it. I've met some good people on there. Not so much met anyone like, from my past or anything, but definitely like met people that are great to play with, and the whole community is just amazing. Like, they'll help you, they'll get you through. I mean, probably in the first year, no, probably second year actually, I didn't do any raids, mainly because no one was online, and I didn't use the app, the LFG. So I never used that, so I spent a lot of time by myself playing strikes and grinding the hell out of it. But I feel that Destiny 2 has got a lot more story, and which was sorely lacking from the first one, to be fair. Like, you could do it within a few hours, and that's not what a story is. A story needs to be long, and you know, it needs to be fun. It needs to explain things, like not put it in grimoire and expect people to go online and read it. I mean, I've never read any of the grimoires, so I know nothing of the lore. But you know, I've really enjoyed playing it, and it's been a game that I've been able to put down, go play something else in a few weeks once I've done what I needed to on that, come back, and I've just enjoyed it. And I really love Destiny, and it's not my game of the year, but it doesn't need to be. It just needs to be fun, that you can play with your friends, and I'm really looking forward to everything new that's in Destiny 2. And like, my favourite part of the whole reveal was the fact that the Titan, which is my number 1 class, which is what I'll always play with, has a freaking shield. He is Captain freaking Titan. Yeah, that's just, it's just amazing. Like, my favourite character with my favourite Marvel hero collided into one. I mean, that's just made me want it. Even if the game is like utter crap, I will still play it because of that fact. I love it. I love it, and I can't explain how much I love it. So we're going to move on from that essay to my number 1 slot. Now, this game I knew nothing about until it dropped at E3, and it's made by BioWare, which obviously make all the Mass Effect games, which I'm a real big fan of. Number 2 is my favourite, and will always be my favourite. So, I mean, the trailer that dropped, the gameplay for it looked amazing for this Anthem. I mean, you can fly, you can wear a metal suit, the environment looked absolutely stunning. You can, it's an open world, and I mean, I'm a big fan of open world games. I love the fact that you have the freedom to go wherever you like, no one tells you what to do. You can pick your own missions, you can pick your own fights, and you've got loot that drops from killing enemies. And also it has a story to it, I feel. That it's going to be like a multiple choice. Being BioWare, they're quite big on their whole story and making choices and stuff like that. And I feel like the classes will actually feel like separate from each other. Obviously they have the same sort of I don't know, maneuverability, similar weapons, stuff like that, but it's going to affect your gameplay more, I feel. Like, if you pick the tank, I feel that you're going to be a heavy hitter. You know, you're going to be able to receive a lot of damage without, you know, crumbling like a biscuit. But you're also going to deal a ton of damage, and obviously that's probably what I'm going to play with. I'm very much a supportive heavy hitter in games, and I like playing like that sort of. I just can't wait for that. And you know, after that, we're going to wrap the video up here now, because I've talked your ear off enough. But if you do like this video, please like and maybe subscribe if you want to hear more from me. Like, and I'd be really grateful for that. Obviously, it's my first video, so if I've seemed a bit nervous doing it, you know, it's gonna go eventually. And the more I do it, the more experienced I'll be. So thank you very much, and I'll catch you on the other side of life.